30,000 subscribers. Everyone just give yourself a round of applause. Give yourself a round of applause. Oh my god. That's special. That's awesome. Yeah, we've come a long way. I've been doing YouTube for about 8 months now. Actually, no way. It's been like March, April, May. Actually, like 9 months. I've been doing YouTube for 9 months now. Never in a million years did I think I would hit anything close to 30,000 subscribers, much less within such a short time span. So I just really want to say thank you to you guys. You honestly don't have to be here. You don't have to watch me. I know after like I dropped out and left running, a lot of you really could have just abandoned ship. You know, I probably would have done the same. You know, there really wouldn't have been any hard feelings, but I think I really do appreciate those of you that stay and support me no matter what. I really am living my best life over here, so I think it's really reassuring to know that people still support me, even if it's not the exact path that would have been expected of me. So with that said, you know, every time we hit a certain little milestone, I like to do Q&As. So I'm going to be doing a Q&A for 30K. I had you guys ask me questions on Instagram and Twitter. Go follow me on Instagram and Twitter, by the way, if you don't already. And so yeah, I'm just going to answer a few of these, and it's going to be fun. I always like answering you guys' questions. So I'll just sit down, you know, kick back, drink some water out of my Neptune, you know, link in description. That's good. And just answer questions. So here we go. Jake Winslow asks, in regards to your company Neptune, what are you most excited for in the future? We have a really big project in the works right now, and it really is completely different and bigger than anything we've ever done before, and I think it's going to surprise a lot of people. I think the summer of 2018 is going to be an exciting time. That's all I'm going to say. NC Timmer asks, since you were valedictorian in high school, what tip would you give to students to keep up the good grades? I would honestly say find a group of friends that are also concerned about grades, that are smart and hardworking, and surround yourself with those people. If you have friends in high school that don't really care about their grades or don't really have anything going for them, then you're probably going to become similar to them because you are the average of your friends. So surround yourself with like-minded friends. That's honestly the only reason I was valedictorian in high school. The friends I had in high school, we were friends growing up too. Like, we didn't just become friends in high school for that one purpose to like do good in school. We all happened to be smart though. We all kind of made each other better. And I think that's the only reason I was really able to rank high. Like, the 3 friends I surrounded myself with the most were 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in our class, and I was 1st. So there's no coincidence there. I definitely don't think I was the smartest person in my class. Surround yourself with the right people and crazy things can happen. AJ Neal asks, favorite book and why? I'll be right back. This is about to... This book right here changed my life. How to Influence and Influence People. Okay? I tell people that I really care about this book. I gift it to my friends if I really, really care about them. It literally just changes people's lives. It's basically a book on social interaction. I was a very awkward kid growing up. I was not good at talking to people. I was not good at talking in front of camera, talking on a stage. And this book, I'm serious, this book alone changed my life. There's so many chapters in it that kind of address certain situations, and it was so fun. I was reading it in my senior year of high school, and I remember, like, people would make fun of you for reading this book. Oh, you need to read a book on how to make friends? What a loser. But it's really not like that. Honestly, just ignore it. It's about persuasion. It's about making friends and getting people to like you in the least manipulative way. It's genuine character development, and honestly, I mean, I'll put it in the description. I want you guys to read this book. I have no, like, correlation to this book, like the author or anything. This book will change your life. It's so cool. I would, like, read a chapter at night and be excited to go to school the next day to try out some of the methods that they recommended in the book. So 10 out of 10 would recommend. Read the book. Julia Stevens asks, if there was one piece of advice you'd give to your senior year in high school self, what would it be? If I could talk to my senior year in high school self, 1, to immediately start YouTube and social media, start taking that seriously. 2, don't care what people think in terms of, like, if you try to do something different, if you try to do anything outside of the lines, people are going to judge you for it. And I was very bad about handling stuff like that. I would never want to face criticism. I would never want to face ridicule in any way. And it's something you're going to have to deal with in life. And so I would just tell myself to, like, look forward to it because it makes you stronger. Most Palone asks, where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years? Neptune, do you think you'll sell it? In 5 to 10 years, you know, it's crazy. My vision really isn't that deep, which is crazy. I know I dropped out of college, and obviously I need to have this huge, clear vision of my future, right? Like 5, 10 years down the road. But in reality, I don't. All I know for sure is I'm going to work hard, and I'm going to enjoy my life, and I'm going to surround myself with good people, and wherever that may be in 5 to 10 years, that's where I'll be. And I know it's going to be great. With Neptune, yeah, I do plan on selling it within 10 years. My goal is 50 million for Neptune. That may happen, it may not happen. You know, maybe another company that I start surpasses Neptune and becomes my priority, but you just never know. You really can't foresee that far in the future. But I know in 5 to 10 years, I'll be better than I am today. Benjamin Bayless asks, if you could change one thing about your time in college, what would it be? It's a hard question. I don't regret going to the fall semester of my college because it gave me the insight that I needed to realize that it wasn't for me. And if I didn't try, then I never would have had that clarity. And so I really did everything I could. I don't think I would change anything because it was good information for my future life. It paid off, even though it didn't work out, you know? Christian Bickle asks, any chicas at the moment? What is a chica? A girl or young woman? Oh, any girls? Oh, yeah. I'll be doing a girlfriend reveal in about 2 weeks, so just be looking forward to that. How do you stay motivated when your time isn't improving? If your only motivation is running a faster time, then you will not be able to maintain that. Garvin asks, Brett or Ryan, who's your favorite? I'm going to have to go with Anthony. Abby Gray asks, hi, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And where is the next place you want to travel to? Okay, I'll try to predict the next 5 years. I think I will move to Florida and then eventually LA. And I'll have some good stuff going on there. I mean, that's so ambiguous, but that's my prediction. And the next place I want to travel to is either China to visit our manufacturer for Neptune or Hawaii, because that'd be dope. Jeremy asks, which is your favorite good boy? So if you guys don't know, on my Instagram story, I do this thing, like I post dog pictures just because I love dogs, and it's like the Good Boy Chronicles, which is a stupid name, but I just post a bunch of dogs, and it's on my like highlights on my profile. And you know what? I gotta say my favorite good boy out of all 26 that I posted so far is Gucci. Gucci's actually a gangster. He looks like a pit bull. He had a gold chain on, and his name's Gucci. That's freaking dope. Like if I say, it looks so nice too. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. That's adorable. I think he's the best. You know, he lives pretty close to me too. So that's my boy. That's my dude right there. Kayla Martinez asks, what is your least favorite thing about having roommates? Oh, don't get me started. Are you kidding? Whenever they're not here, that's the worst. Oh my gosh. I actually love my roommates so much. Beth McKeska asks, what's your ultimate hype song? The ultimate one? I mean, do you really want me to break out the ultimate hype song? Because that's getting a little crazy. This is going to sound absolutely ridiculous. And honestly, I don't blame you if you just click off right now. On Guitar Hero 3, okay, hear me out. Guitar Hero 3, there's this song called Through the Fire and Flames that on Expert, it was like the biggest thing. Like if you could play Through the Fire and Flames on Expert on Guitar Hero 3, you were the life of the party if you could do that. Never really appreciated the song when I was playing the game. So a few years later, I come back to it and I realize, oh my god, this is a great song. So like anytime I want to get like really aggressive in a workout or like run the last mile super hard, I throw on Through the Fire and Flames and I freaking go hard. All right, it's the ultimate hype song. If you listen to the words, the lyrics are amazing. The guitar, the instruments, like I don't know terminology for music, but they're so good. And I love that song so much. Judge me if you want. I don't care. It's a good song. Okay. Patrick M. King asks, if you never did track in cross country, what other sport would you play? All right, so let's think about this for a second, okay? So I'm like 5'8", 5'9". I weigh like 135 pounds, going on 140. I know, I'm gaining some weight, guys. So just with that information alone, I think it kind of like automatically puts me in the football, basketball range. I really think I could have been D1 in basketball, to be honest. You should have seen my jumper in 8th grade. Okay, to be honest, I airballed it every time. My effort, though, like my hustle, though, like if any D1 teams ever need someone that's like not going to touch the ball, but just going to run up and down the court and exhaust the other players, I'm your guy. All right, I'll do it. Some team out there probably needs that, right? That's me. I'm your guy. Hayden Dingle asks, hey, what kind of shampoo does Brett use for his hair? Honestly, don't know. I'll go check real quick. Oh, okay, perfect. Hey Brett, what shampoo do you use?
This.
Oh, sweet. So that's all the Instagram questions I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to Twitter now, and let's see what we got cooking. Let's see what we got cooking on the Twitter. Logan Hall asks, will you beat Nick Simmons? I think you're talking about the Eugene Marathon, and yes. Okay, I'm gonna destroy Nick Simmons. Just kidding. Honestly, might get destroyed myself, but we'll see. It's gonna be fun. How does YouTube channel continue to grow and not plateau? Rusi Project. I think you guys have like a viral video, like the Elimination Mile. I see it on my timeline all the time. Honestly, what I've realized from YouTube, you don't really grow linearly. Is linearly like a word? You don't really grow in a linear pattern. It's more like sporadic. You kind of plateau and jump up based on like if you have a viral video or things like of that nature. It's really based on that. Like post content that is relevant, trendy, good, and you're gonna grow. Luz asks, what are some of the things in life that you value the most and how are you being true to them? Believing in yourself, pursuing happiness, working hard. Honestly, I think that that's a few of my favorite things in life that I value, and I think I'm doing that by risking everything, and dropping college. I've got multiple businesses I'm working on right now, working hard every day. I've got YouTube, podcasts, 3 other businesses that I'm working on. I'm excited to wake up in the morning and work hard. Like, I'm working really hard on my fitness right now. Neptune, YouTube, podcast, a few other things that I can't announce right now. Brando asks, what are your future plans of your business if it doesn't last forever? Well, it won't last forever, and that's not really the intention. I'm gaining so much business experience in the real world right now. That in itself is more valuable to me than making money right now. You know, I make enough money to get by and do fun things every now and then, but I'm actively learning about business, social media, and I'm always trying to get a little bit better. I think a lot of people have this idea that once you leave school, your education ends, and that's not true. If anything, for me, it began whenever I left. So to answer your question, developing my knowledge in a few different areas so that whenever, I don't know, maybe YouTube gets shut down, maybe stainless steel water bottles become obsolete in some way and they just like, no one wants to buy them anymore. There's just being prepared. And being prepared, that also comes along with having more than just one business. I'm working on many things right now. I think a lot of people in life generally only have one source of income, and that would be their job, like their paycheck. And I think that can be very detrimental because if the job ends, I mean, look what happened in like 2008, 2009. So many people lost their jobs. People with college degrees, people with a very good reputation at the company, they lost their job because the economy isn't always going to be perfect. And because of that reason, you have to diversify. Diversification is just so important. It's a big deal. Was there ever a point in your career where you were unmotivated, running or non-running? Definitely, William. There's always gonna be points in your life where you just don't have the fire. Like, you just can't keep it burning all the time. So for example, there would be days when I just didn't want to run. I was sore, I was tired, I didn't get enough sleep, I had too much homework, wasn't in the mood, it was raining, it was cold, and I had absolutely every reason not to run. But in high school, there was a sense of urgency because I had my ultimate goal. I really meant it when I said I wanted to win state. And so there was no time to worry about my motivation. There was no time to make excuses, no time to ponder whether or not it would be acceptable for me to ease up for the day, It doesn't matter how I feel. It doesn't matter the conditions of my emotions or like conditions of outside weather, like things I can't control. The one thing I can control is hard work. And I think that's the big one, right? Whether or not you're unmotivated or motivated doesn't matter. Get your stuff done regardless. Keep moving forward because that's the only thing that matters. Move forward. Are you ever going to consider going pro in the marathon? No way. Absolutely no way. I have a lot of things that interest me so much more right now. I do enjoy running. Like, I'm really enjoying my training for the marathon right now. But there's absolutely no way I could dedicate my life to being a professional. Mason Lamb asks, what's coming this summer? Big stuff is happening this summer. Sam Williams asks, what is your middle name? It's Michael. Ryan Michael Trahan. Daniel asks, do you have any tips or motivation to anyone who might want to start their own business? Do it, because even if you fail, it's okay. I noticed in high school, I had this opportunity. Basically, I didn't have any expenses. I had a little bit of money saved. And from there, you only have upside. If you lose a few $1,000s, you can make that up in a summer. Act whenever your risk is low, especially in high school, and learn from it. Janae Chapman asks, so I've noticed you're super successful in your company and all, and I was wondering what inspired you to start Neptune and how did it all start? Like I said in the last one, just the realization, like I had no expenses, I had no risk at all to start something, and I wanted to learn. So with those elements, I just kind of put together, and me and my friend Caden started Neptune. And it turned out to be not that crazy successful at first. We lived in a small town, like we went to a really small high school, so there's only so much you can do in terms of scalability. And that's why I also started a YouTube I'm just gonna get serious real quick because, you know, of course I like being funny. I like laughing. Everyone does. Q&As are kind of an opportunity for me to like drive a point home, I think, just on like a one-on-one basis. So you were really limitless, guys. Like, it's crazy. Now that we hit 30,000, that's like 10 times the population of my hometown. I think that's just awesome to kind of realize that you are not defined by the boundaries of where you come from. I know a lot of you that watch have goals and like are hardworking people, and I love having that kind of audience just because I feel like we can resonate, you know, we can like really get each other. I just think that this small achievement of hitting 30K on YouTube is kind of serves as an analogy for me, like taking the risk of putting myself out there into the public, making videos that I have been laughed at, I've been hated on for my videos, my own friends will like make fun of my videos behind my back. There's so much risk involved with putting yourself out there. And what I've realized just from this whole like an 8-9 month journey, doing stuff like this is so important because it shows you who your real friends are. It shows you who's really going to support you from the beginning, who's going to help you. A lot of people, whenever you get in a position like this, obviously I'm not even in a big position. Imagine people with like millions of followers. Like, people are always asking me for favors now, and no one really asks you how they can help you, except for the people that genuinely care about you and want to see you do better. And so those are the relationships that you want to develop. People that mutually want to help you. You want to help them, they want to help you. And it's just so crazy. Like, people will act different. People will treat you differently. It kind of sucks, but that's how it is. But I think the coolest thing, you know, in spite of all that, I started. And now I'm reaching 10 times as many people as my hometown population. And I'm just getting started. Like, there's so much more on the horizon than what this is today. And that's the most exciting part to me. So most of all, I just encourage you guys to start. Whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you're scared of criticism or ridicule or fearful for any reason, just start. Everything has a funny way of working out, and I'm very confident that you will find your way and you will be very happy doing it. So I think that's going to wrap up the Q&A. I really appreciate you guys sticking to the end. Like I said, the Q&A is really a fun time for me to just like talk to you guys one-on-one. It really feels like a conversation. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like below. And also comment any other questions you may have. I'll be sure to like reply in the comments. I'm more than happy to. Of course, I have to plug the new Neptunes are still available on Amazon. We've got stainless steel and gloss white. And also super exciting, my podcast is live. The first episode went up last week of my life story, and the next episode is all about running. I have Ryan Yarrow on the show, who is a 14:59 5K guy in high school. We talk about everything from how to get faster, racing strategies, how to stay motivated, and just our opinion on everything in between. So if you guys are interested in that, it'll be the first link in the description. Casually Concerned Podcast. I really appreciate all of your support so far, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the next milestone. So with that said, I'm wrapping it up for sure this time. Take it easy, everybody. I will see you next time. Peace. Thank you so much for watching the video. It would mean the world to me if you checked out my company Neptune on Amazon. We sell really good stainless steel water bottles, and the link to shop is in the description. Go check it out. Be sure to subscribe to me for new videos every single day, and make sure you go check out my last video. It was a banger. Follow your boy on Instagram at Trahan. I'd say I post some pretty awesome pics. And go follow me on Twitter and Snapchat at RYTrahan. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.
Нежности, боли. Кто не познал любовь, человек лишь наполовину. Долгожданные встречи разъедают как соль. Душевные раны, словно черные дыры. А ты смотришь на мир глазами волчицы, но внутри пустота. Для тебя это норма. Заставляешь ребят за собой волочиться, рекламируя всем